if you believe in God like I do, your vision, your idea of God may be too small. One of my favorite hobbies is astrophysics. Not that I necessarily do it, but I like listening to astrophysicists talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian Cox. Love listening to them talk about space and just the amazing universe that we live in. And I don't believe that if you believe in God, you can't believe in science, which unfortunately a lot of churches and a lot of Christians believe that if you believe in God, you can't believe in science, which is a little hypocritical because you have a cell phone, which was developed by technology via science. You have a GPS, which was developed by technology via science. You're on social media right now, you know what I'm saying, which is a whole big science project. Most of the stuff that we have in our lives, refrigerators and all this other type of stuff, was based on science that created technology. So you use science every single day. The reason I think that your vision of God is too small, because typically the visions that we've been given is this big dude, sometimes he's muscular, right? He has a white beard, he has a white hair, he's on streets of gold, he's on his big throne, and he sits on the clouds, right? And so I think sometimes that when we pray, the vision that we have in our mind of God can be the clouds, right? And we're praying to like this dude sitting on clouds. But I want to share with you just a couple of different things about our universe. Just nerd out real quick with me. Because if our universe is this massive and this big, then God has to be infinitely bigger than that. First of all, the sun. The sun is so big that you can fit 1.3 million Earths within the sun. Also, the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth. So when you're driving and you're seeing that sunset, right? And the sun looks like it's right there, you can touch it. It's 93 million miles away. As a matter of fact, the light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. So if the sun disappeared right now, it would take 8 minutes and 20 seconds before the lights cut out on Earth. In our Milky Way, in our galaxy, they say that there are between 100 and 400 billion stars. Additionally, they believe that there are between 100 and 400 billion planets in our galaxy. And they believe that there are trillions of galaxies. So when you think about that vastness, how big everything is, how massive everything is, God can't sit in the clouds, right? He can't sit in the stratosphere or wherever. I don't know where his actual location, if that's even a thing for God, where that thing is. But his size, how big he is, how immense he is, when you really start understanding the Earth's place in the universe and how in the whole entire universe, our Earth is like a grain of sand, then you can really appreciate and be humbled just by how massive, how enormous, how big. There's really no words to describe how big God is. So next time you go to prayer, just kind of bring some of these ideas with you, and you may pray a little more humbly, a little more gracefully, a little more thankfully.